Can that actually happen? And if so, how? Please welcome Bob Whitman.
I don't want to worry about it.
Jeremy, excuse me, who's the evaluator?
Oh, I apologize. I should have called on his evaluator to give us his objectives. Before Bob starts, would you mind reading his objectives for today's speech?
Bob is working on the basic manual on assignment number 5, the body speaks. These two use stance, body movement, gestures, facial expression, and eye contact. It illustrates and enhances his message.
Thank you, Carl.
What would it like if you were invisible? Think of all the amount of prolific power that you would have. Imagine being an invisible boxer. Fight would be over within less than a round. Or if you were invisible at a poker table, and all the innocuous things that you could do to make sure you had a winning pot. Or even more tempting, if you were invisible behind a bank counter. Well, unfair? Absolutely. But then, how about being invisible as a secret undercover agency on the side of justice? That's good. Now, being invisible is not in the realm of possibilities, or is it? Well, have you ever seen a sales technique where you're visible, but you never see the sales coming? If you don't believe me, then welcome to the world of David Sandler sales. You know, folks, today, buyers are very savvy. They can smell, hear, see a salesperson from a mile away before he makes a presentation. So they know what they're doing. In fact, one speaker I remember was so confident and happy he gave a near-perfect presentation for a group. Well, the one person from the group raised his hand and said, "Are you going to give the Ben Franklin close?" And the speaker was just stopped in his tracks. Well, folks, the buyers know a lot more than our salespeople. But along comes David Sandler, and he devises a sales technique based on the psychological work of Carl Rogers. Now, what did Carl Rogers do? He basically would talk to his patient in a very nurturing way. And he would break down defenses, and because they were safe. And so this non-threatening technique allowed Carl Rogers to get close to the patient, and the patient would discover what was really bothering him, what was causing him all that pain. And it's better than all those years of making progress on the proverbial couch, so to speak. Well, there's no resistance in that kind of probing because you don't see that probing coming. Well, what would happen to a prospect if he never sees you selling a product? Well, the most celebrated, recognized celebrity that can probably explain Sandler the best is none other than Columbo. That bumbling slob who has an unraveled coat, and the last person you think would be a competent detective, and he wells his people into a sense of complacency. And before they know it, he spun a web around it. Let Mr. Columbo explain that. Sorry, man, to bother you. Those detectives are, getting in your lane. And you know something? I'm going to send them home, man. I know that they suspect you of other crime, but, there's too much drinking. Enough is enough. So, listen, can I get you a cup of water? Something to relax you. Oh, by the way, you don't own the jackhammer, do you?
Huh?
No, I didn't think so. Well, you know what? I'm going to let you go now. Oh, one more thing. I saw that there was a person who saw a girl your height wearing red boots at the crime scene. Well, That couldn't be you. You just don't, I can't see you in red boots, quite frankly. Red is all wrong for you, so, you know what? I feel silly even saying that, so I'm gonna apologize to you, and I'm gonna let you go. Now, imagine Sandler giving a sales call on insurance. Hello, ma'am, Columbo here. And would you believe I'm making a cold call? And, you know, my stomach is in knots, and I'm having this, so much anxiety calling you. And I'm having as much fun as you're probably having receiving this call. So would you let me get it out of the way? And look, I'm looking at your name and phone number, and quite frankly, I don't even have a message with it. So I don't even know why I'm calling you. Can you help me out? You didn't call me, man, did you? Oh, no. Well, let me tell you what I do, and maybe that will ring a bell or two. You wouldn't happen to be one of those people looking for a way of protecting your family with a cheap form of insurance, and you called in for an insurance quote? I didn't think you did. You probably don't have any insurance anyways, right? Yeah, I didn't think you did. Well, listen, I'm going to let you go, and, oh, by the way, can I ask you just one more question? You don't have any kids, do you?
No.
Oh, you do? Okay. Yeah, but they're probably grown up, and they don't need insurance anyways, right? Okay, I understand. What, they're not grown up, they're in the house? Well, they're not depending upon you for food or money, are they?
No.
I didn't think so. Well, listen, I'm sorry to bother you again, and I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much. And oh, one more thing before I let you go. Well, Columbo, the bumbling salesman, who's amusing, annoying, nurturing, he's certainly not a threat to you or your wallet. So he's an easy person to engage in conversation, and some people will discover their own pain, and they find out that you have what they need. So, just like Carl Rogers, Sandler can quickly put you in real pain because you never see it coming. Being an invisible salesman gives you advantages, but that doesn't mean taking advantage of people. You're really letting the prospect discover for himself whether or not he needs what you have. Oh, by the way, you wouldn't buy anything from that guy Columbo on the phone, would you? Even if I had something really good to say for you. No, never mind I said that. Take care, folks.